Please rise for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for the national anthem and America's Creed.
Carry your arms. Forward, march. Left. Left, right, left. Left. Left, right, left. Guard halt. To right face. Present arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just power are derived from the consent of the governed. A democracy in a republic, a sovereign nation of many sovereign states, a perfect union, one and inseparable, established upon those principles of freedom, equality, justice, and humanity, for which American patriots sacrificed their lives and fortunes. I therefore believe it is my duty to my country to love it, to support its Constitution, to obey its laws, to respect its flags, and to defend it against all enemies.
Post the national colors. Post the remaining colors. Order your arms. Left face. Forward march. Left. Left. Left, right, left.
Good morning. It is good morning, yes. Good morning. You may be seated, thank you. Sorry. I am Nikki Evenson, the acting director of West Virginia State Society of the DAR Western District. I want to thank all of you for joining us today. And you get to eat later. thanking the following people. Thank you to the West Virginia State Society Sons of the American Revolution Color Guard for their presentation of the flag. I would also like to thank Jessica Warner of Westmoreland Chapter DAR for leading the pledge to the flag, and Stephanie Smith of Westmoreland Chapter for leading us in the national anthem. Our thanks also to Patty Young of Kanawha Valley Chapter DAR for reading the America's Creed. We are here today to dedicate this project that has been 6 years in the making. It all began when a visiting DAR saw a need for a permanent shelter to replace the makeshift shelter that was made of leaning poles and tarps. Note the project in pictures. You'll have to come up and look at it later. The Western District DAR initiated the project, secured donations and volunteers. David Harrison, honorary DAR, also the cook, secured a grant from Home Depot for building materials for the donation, so that donations could go to concrete, railings, and patio furniture. The donors and volunteers are listed on the photo board. A plaque dedicated to the men and women of the West Virginia Veterans Home will be hung under the eaves of the shelter after lunch. This is the plaque. I would like to recognize some of the volunteers with a certificate of appreciation. As I call your name, please come forward and accept your certificate. Gerald Bloss. Adam Greathouse. Stacy Greathouse. David Harrison. All the important persons cooking our food. Heather Harrison. Leader of the pack. Kenneth Hill. Carolyn Monk. Jessica Warner. Patty Young. Tony Young. Samara Harrison. Okay, these next people I don't believe are here, so I'll just read their names. Oh, and I'll mess this one up. Mike Heights. Okay. Dan the Man Moore. Marilyn Oppenheimer. And Vanessa Ramey. We'll see to it that they get there. Thank you to all of you who helped. Our speaker today is Adam Greathouse. Adam is a combat wounded Army veteran who was given a 2% chance of survival after his lungs were burnt by an unknown chemical in Kosovo in 2001. He is a National Freedom Award winner for Outstanding Courage and Achievement, an Outstanding Disabled Veteran of the Year, and today helps his fellow veterans as a Disabled Veterans of America volunteer. Adam, would you like to don't talk to me?
Okay, everybody, you can hear me right? They asked me to speak today, and again, I didn't really put anything together and kind of go off the cuff. I just know that I'm very blessed and fortunate to found my purpose. My injury was really a blessing in disguise. And I kind of went through 11 years of dental life field, self-medicating. A lot of people here can probably, get that concept. A lot of us, we all picked our own poison. I went a downward spiral. Luckily, I had a good support group. I sucked up my pride and went to the Huntington VA and went to mental health. You know what people quiet about that? I went there. I used that with my primary care and got better. And with that whole health getting better, that's part of the recovery thing. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to build an organization with other veterans, and we have the same mission. We keep the promise. We're still serving without being in our uniform, but we're still serving. So I picked the DAB. I'll just say a little bit about us here. Let's see, so our mission statement, we are dedicated to a single purpose, empowering veterans to lead high-quality lives with respect and dignity. We accomplish this by ensuring that veterans and their families can access the full range of benefits available to them, fighting the interests of Americans injured, heroes on Capitol Hill, and educating the public about the great sacrifices and needs of our veterans transitioning back into the civilian life. This mission is carried forward by providing free professional assistance to veterans and their families in obtaining benefits and services earned through military service and provided by the Department of Veterans Affairs and other agencies of the government. We also providing outreach concerning its programs and services to the American people generally, and then also to the disabled veterans and their families specifically. We also represent the interests of the disabled veterans, their families, their widows, spouses, and their orphans before Congress, the White House, and the judicial branch, as well as the state and local government. Let's see here. And then we're providing a structure through which disabled veterans can express their compassion for their fellow veterans through a variety of volunteer programs. That's exactly what we did. We stepped up and we came up here and did that. So we're not only doing what National wants us to do, but we're doing it at state level, and we're doing outstanding, and we're moving mountains. And when we built that back there and completed, we came up here one day for a luncheon, and we were serving lunch. And the people seen our DAV sign and said, "Hey, you guys help us." So thank you. Everybody came through said thank you. So it was a win-win. I'm smiling way more than them. I didn't, in fact, my ears were hurting. I didn't have muscles back there to smile. And I want to kind of put it on this one, which I want to emphasize on, is extending the DAV's mission of hope into the communities, what we're doing, into the communities where these veterans and their families live through a network of state level departments and local chapters. So right right here as a local chapter, the Huntington, West Virginia DAV Chapter 2 is right downtown. Luckily, I feel completely blessed that Miss Patty Young, she contacted me and said, hey, would you guys like to do, something for the Barboursville Veterans Home? Okay, so then I said, yeah, sure, exactly. Then what was that? We showed up, what was it? It's still this big shed. We had a lot of members say, you guys know, let's go. I wanted specifically for this whole audience here to know, the facility, the faculty, everybody administration-wise, the people that they just called up here are the ones who kind of made this happen. Patty and them, they have a vision, and they brought DAV in, and then luckily we brought VFW in, and that's what it took teamwork. So it don't matter what organization you're with, it's unity, and we're all in it for the same reasons. It's a win-win. So that was what I put together there. I screenshotted it. I thought that was pretty slick. So again, being part of Chapter 2, coming up here, we've seen, you guys have seen what the lady was talking about, the pictures. We had 2 canopies that were 10 by 10s. They did, and they had just tarps around it. It was there for a little while, and that's the best they could do. There was holes in it, and everything on it, and this is a base for our veterans in need. And this is where their home should be, and they should feel safe, and they should feel respected. And we put that out there for them, so a little bit of their freedom given back. They can go out there on a breezy day, you're still alive, and it's something that we take for granted. But you feel that breeze in that shelter while you're just sitting there enjoying the quiet and the birds. I mean, that brings you to a place that you might not have been for a while. So a lot of times when you're neutral, it's a really bad place to be mental health-wise, because you're thinking about math stuff. But the main thing with the shelter, what we did, the love and the freedom that we brought from that, the feeling of it, from DAR to DAV and the VFW, you guys are able out there with a clear mind, sit there, have your coffee, and just take it in. And that's why really why we wanted to jump in on this, because again, none of you are forgotten. The DAR, the DAV, the VFW, you're never forgotten. I promise you. Just reach out to us. We'll help you in any which way we possibly can. And then I'll end on that because I'll talk till 5 o'clock. My wife is going to cut me off. She's the general and she runs the show. So again, with that being said, not only does our chapter, we sponsor the Barboursville Veterans Home here for food drives. We help with their food pantry. We do all sorts of stuff throughout the year for them. But on the state level as well, I think it would probably be Randy at the moment. We're supposed to do it administrative-wise, whatever. I think this is a bigger scale and a bigger reason to do it. So I brought this. The Department of West Virginia, I'm the state commander as well, so the commander of Chapter 2 down here with a great team, so it's not just one person who makes this happen. We have a team and no labels matter. But for the state commander, in my position, we have a budget, we do what we can throughout the year, throughout the state. And I have right here from our Department of West Virginia, the DAV, we want to donate $1,000 to the Barboursville Veterans Home.
Keep being in your way.
Okay, it's okay.
And again, like we do, how we want to do that. And that right there pretty much concludes what I wanted to do. I wanted to not only say, what Chapter 2 does, but the department as well. We recognize the need here. And again, if you guys ever need to reach out to the DAV regional office. They have my information. If you don't want to speak to them, ask them at the Great House. They have my own email, and they will give it to you. And I promise you I'll be back with you within 48 hours on anything that you have. So again, thank you all. It's been an honor.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you for your service as well. Now, what we're all here for, food. The instructions are what? Start over here? Okay, we're gonna start over here and follow the line.